Now it's time for a look at the morning's papers with publicist Richard Hillgrove. Good morning, Richard. Thank you for joining us. What's caught your eye this morning?
This is Operation Iraqi Freedom, and what an irony that we're now seeing a situation where women are no longer able to wear jeans without being executed. So the actual role of this exercise is quite the opposite. I think it's shameful for Bush.
The thing is with Iraq, it does rumble on, and it takes something like this to actually get back on the front pages, doesn't it?
It does, but I suppose in many ways it's not going to come off the front pages. No one knows what to do now. All we know now is we made a very big mistake in going in there in the first place. And
it becomes more and more of the legacy that Tony Blair wishes he wasn't leaving.
He's good at ducking and diving, but and it hasn't really stuck to him, but certainly Bush is taking a lot of the flak.
Mm. Now, the Daily Mail. David Cameron's just been on breakfast defending the use of the word tosser in an advert. I mean, lots of emails coming to the BBC actually saying, stop being so prudish, you know, tosser is a word that is widely used, and give them a break, basically.
I think this is going to backfire on Cameron completely, and I think things are starting to backfire on him. He's PR who's become leader, and it's almost like Alistair Campbell becoming leader, and people are starting to see through it a bit. And I think, interestingly, last week, Maurice Saatchi, one of the architects of conservatism, went against him. He's losing that traditional support. Cameron's going to be like flapping in the wind a bit on this, I think.
And what do you think about this particular campaign? Do you think it's misjudged?
I think it's pointless, to be honest. I think it's PR spin out of control.
It's shock value, though, isn't it? And if you want to get the message across, perhaps that's what you have to do.
True, but I think ultimately they're going to be left with this use of the word toss is certainly going to come back.
Quite interesting publicist talking about PR spin, isn't it? I mean, the food giants, the targeting of children. It's all about the PR and how you lot get at us this morning, isn't it?
I shouldn't talk about this because I work with a lot of the bigger corporates, but I've got a 3.5-year-old son, and it appalls me and my wife to see that, despite the fact there'll be a television ban on advertising from January next year, the big companies are still, taking every tactic they can find, whether they're sponsoring Wayne Rooney's website, whether it,
But isn't it up to parents, though, to say, no, I'm not going to buy you sweets and chocolate?
I think largely it is, but the appetite for bad products, because the money's behind it, is so immense, and it's not just television that's appealing to kids, it's the CD-ROMs, it's the websites, and it's up to some state control to ensure that it's policed.
Okay. Richard, it's good to see you and your hat this morning.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you. Thank you very much, Richard Hillgrove.